You guys loved the Nina Park makeup that I did. I was mainly focusing on trying to replicate her lip technique, but a lot of you really want the full tutorial of the makeup look that I did, so we're gonna do that in this video. For the base, I've just been using the About Face F2 Olive shade, and I mixed that with the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint in the shade T 1.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my base really quick. Revitalize Hydra Concealer from RMS, and this is in the shade Olive Neutral 01, which is the fair olive shade. I'm just gonna dab the tiniest bit of that under my eyes. Whatever's on the brush, I'm just gonna dab onto my lips. So for the eyes, I'm gonna use this paint pot from MAC. This is in the shade Groundwork. Just buff out the edges with a fluffier brush. From Urban Decay, this is the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Tootsie. I'm just gonna hit like above the lash line, and then I'm going to blend it out with a little bit more of a dense brush like this. Same eyeliner, and I'm just gonna hit my bottom lash line just till about there. I'm also gonna tightline, buff that out also. This is from Essence. It's called the Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara. That's a mouthful, in the shade Brown. This was $5, by the way. So for blush, I'm gonna use this Glow Play blush from MAC in the shade Blush Please. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I think it's just so pretty. Let's get into the lip now. Using that same fluffy brush, which I just cleaned it off, I'm gonna use this Bare Muse shade from SOSHE, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of product. I don't own any contour, so I just kind of had to get creative with the products that I do have to try to make this work. This technique is evolving, right? I'm still trying to figure it out, so there might be a better method than this. This is just how I did it in that video. So just kind of hitting those edges with this beige blush. So next I used Stone from MAC. Cheaper alternative to Stone is the Morphe Rocksteady. These are really similar shades. I'd say this is just a tiny bit warmer. This is only $7. So I'm just gonna slightly overline with Stone. We're gonna blur it out. My goal here is to try to make it a little bit harder for you to tell where my actual lip line is, so that I can get away with overlining and it not being so obvious. I'm gonna go back in with Stone. What I did is I started to deepen the corners. So I'm going back in with this, and I'm just gonna like work that into the areas that I put Stone. So the next thing that I used is from SOSHE Beauty, again. This is their lip pencil in the shade Speakeasy, and this is a dusty mauve shade. That is so beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite lip pencils. The edge here, go over that corner. Continue to play with how much depth you want. You can go back over with Stone and hit those corners. This is also from SOSHE. This is not a sponsorship, I promise. These are just all the products that I found to be like the correct tones to be able to achieve this look. So this is in the shade Kismet. It's their Peptide Glow Lip Balm. And this is just the perfect kind of like a berry shade. I'm still trying to figure out exactly the best combination of products, and I need to get my hands on like a contour stick or something. I feel like that would probably make it easier and quicker. This is also from MAC. This is in the shade Heat Sensor. All right, this is the finished look. We've got the smoky brown eye and the Nina lip. These are all the products I used. Let me know what you guys think.